Alright gang, welcome back to a 200 horsepower challenge on CalmLands. You join me. We did not get the actual root crops done over here, the carrot field done. So we've got to get that done. Both of those fields are ready to harvest now, so we've got to take care of those as well. And our very first field, our awkwardly shaped field, is also ready to harvest today. So we've got a number of things to do. This grass field also looks like it's ready. I thought it was going to need one more month, but it does look like it's ready. So we may mow some of that today. We probably won't mow all of it. Well, maybe we will. I don't know. We might. I guess I shouldn't say that. We might mow all of it today, but we'll see. Regardless, we've got a lot of things to do today. So, without further ado, let's get into the swather. We'll get some of the grass mowed up now because we're going to need some for our sheep. They need some more grass. We do have a little bit, I mean very little, left in our loading wagon. But we'll need a little bit more to fill them up. I already topped them up with water this morning. I topped the cows up with water as well this morning, so they should be good in regard to fluids, but the cows probably need a little bit of food. So we've got to move that over there as well. Now, I am actively doing this before before I got an answer from everybody in regard to, do you want me to continue this series or not? So I apologize. I had to get it done. I was running out of time as far as, I said I was getting ready to be out of town, and actually in June, coming up in June here, I'm going to be out of town a lot. I'll actually be gone more days in June than I am here, so just trying to get some backlog here done a little bit so I can try to attempt to have videos out every day for you still. It's my goal, at least. It may not always happen, but I would like to do that if at all possible. So the following one after this one, the video when I actually bring that up, it definitely should be out. So hopefully we'll have some kind of input or answers from all of you on what you want to see, if you want to see this series continue or not. And if for whatever reason you happen to just be watching this one and didn't watch the other ones, the question I asked was very simply, do you want me to continue this series having the understanding that I will do multiple videos per month, whereas up until this point, we have not done that. We have literally just done one video per month. That's typically how I do almost all of my series. But I'm willing to move to the point where we do multiple videos per month, and being able to carry the series on. I'm not going to break the rules. I know a lot of the other individuals that are doing this, that are still enjoying it, have basically removed the rules where they can utilize any kind of equipment. I'm not going to do that. So the question you have to ask yourself is, do you want to see me continue the series with the 200 horsepower limit and do multiple videos per month instead of one per month? Or do you want me to end the series like I had planned to doing, somewhere between the 40 and 50 range of videos, because we're definitely going to get to 40, and start something new? That's the question. Simple as that. Alright, so with all that said, we got to get into our harvester here. And we need, I don't know which one. It's not that one. This one's the closest one, so we're going to take this one for now. Even though I think this one is the one that was actually delegated over here, we're going to take it for now. We're going to utilize this one. Because the other one we have is over at the wood. Megaplex. So, there's still a lot of wood in there. It's going to take that a while to get through the one that we put, the one placeable we put down. 4 planks, we thought that was going to be the one to fix everything. But it was not the case, unfortunately. So I don't know what's going on every day. For some reason, that portion has been not being drilled, even though I go straight ahead there and turn right. I don't know why that's not getting planted, but for whatever reason it's not. It's the second time it's happened. Very weird. I don't know what I'm doing there. I don't know what I'm missing. Clearly I'm doing something wrong, but I just don't know what exactly it is. Okay. Oh, here comes the rain. Oh boy. And we have to harvest today. So that's definitely going to cause us a little mayhem right there. Oh, well now I just destroyed the... Oh boy. Okay, let me get this sorted out. All right, we got to sort it out. It was not the most ideal, but we got to sort it out. There's a lot of trial and error there. There was... Whew, I really screwed that header up, by the way. If it was real life, that header would be destroyed. In any case, let's set that there. We're not going to be able to harvest now since the rain got here. I was hoping I was going to be able to get this done before the rain got here. But that's not the case. But we can at least get it prepped and ready to go. Alright, we'll leave that there for now. How long are we going to have the rain here for? Till about 10 o'clock. Alright, not bad. Well, the worker evidently thinks he's done. That is not the case either. We need to get back to harvesting my grass field. Like you're doing. Alright, there he goes. Good deal, good deal. He's almost done with that, and once he's done with that, we can start taking over for one of these other ones that are ready to harvest over here. We don't need that. We need this. That's what we need. We've got some more things to sell, so sell those really quick while it's raining. I think you can harvest the root crops in the rain. I don't think it harms those. I think it's just your cereal crops. So we should be good there. We got some more strawberry ice cream here to sell. There's not enough pallets yet that have spawned over there that I'm not even going to worry about moving those yet. I like to have 4 of them on the ground there because I can pick all 4 of them up at the same time. But we'll get rid of a few of these strawberry ice creams. That is not connected. Well, that's not the most... That's not the prettiest pickup of strawberry ice creams, but it'll work. So I think I'm just going to actually utilize those as just as decoration. I did do some research, and there isn't really one for relatively cheap that will sell that I could find, except for the sell everything container. I think that one worked, but that's the only one. And we utilize that a lot already as it is, so I'm just going to utilize those as decoration. I will do that, all of that off camera. We haven't really decided what we're going to do with it yet, but we'll do it all off camera. Alright, grass is going. Good, good, good. And he's full, which I kind of expected. Where was my... There it is. Now, I won't be dropping these off until this field is done, because there's no reason for us to make multiple trips. It's just wasting gas. Let's see what's out there. Anything good? Nope, nothing. Nothing really. We've made a decent amount of money off of our windmills there. Or turbines, whatever you want to call them. Wind turbines. Decent amount off of those. So, nice to have those. We've got to feed our cows today. I have this over here because I unloaded a bunch of the water. There's not much water left in here, but I was figuring that they would get through it and I could dump the rest in here, but evidently that's not the case because I've been checking it here for a little while and nothing has changed. So we'll just move this back over. They've got plenty of water. They'll be fine. Let's get the other trailer out. And we'll feed the cows. That needs to happen. Do some more, quality of life improvements and fixes for us as much as we can. Where's the Landini? There it is. Let's go get the Landini. Heavy rain. Heavy, heavy rain right now. Where is it? I know we had some in here, so I want to utilize this before I try to get any more out. TMR. Might be too much, but hopefully... they'll take most of it. Alright, the carrots are done. We can move that along here relatively soon. Move it away, Cal. Move out of the way. Coming through. Giving you some food. Looks like they're going to take all of it. Good, good, good. Fantastic. That's what we wanted to see. I'm not going to fill any more up just yet. We'll wait on that for now. Park this over here for right now. Unload the rest of this one, and then we can start on another one of these fields. And we likely will do the field ourselves here. Or at least most of the field. I said we were going to do it in the last episode. We did not do so. So we'll try to do it in this episode. Especially now that it's raining. What we can do is we can start workers on both of these fields, and then, you know, eventually we'll take over for it. Well, we'll probably do one of them, like I said, right now, but we can eventually potentially take over for the other one. So let's put that on a worker for now until I'm able to go drop these off. And then we'll start the other one, the other worker going, and then we'll take over for this one. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Alright. There should be a bunch of stuff in there. 97,000 carrots, 11,000 beets. Fantastic. Fantastic. Get this Volvo going, the BM2654. I think we're going to do this one. I think we'll take this one, actually. We'll let the worker do that one. We'll take this one. So let's get some of this done. It's going to take us a little bit, and we're going to get full pretty quickly. But we're going to get this done, and we'll see where we're at. I'll tell you what, gang, I may not be as good at making the paths proper and making them look neat, but I'm much faster than the worker is at harvesting these root crops. This is a bigger field, and I'm way further than he is. So... Alright. Let's get the rest of this real quick, and then I'm going to put this on a worker for a little bit. I probably should turn it on there, right? It's probably smart to do, Z. Turn the thing back on, dummy. Alright. So I'm going to start him over here on this side. Just that way the tractor doesn't get in the way with the wagon, or the trailer. The wagon. What year is it, Z? What year is it? Alright, so what we want to do is... Where's my Landini at? There it is. We want to go grab the cultivator, and we're going to cultivate this field right here up. Looks like the actual worker missed a small sliver there. So that kind of sucks. I should pick that up, really. Maybe I will. But anyway, we're going to get the cultivator. We're going to cultivate that field up back there. And then we might start working on expanding these over here. Remember I said in the last episode, we would only be having one root crop field for now. I mean, I can move it back eventually. If we decide to carry on the series, but if we don't, we wanted to make this section here that we're actively working in right now one big crop field instead of it being a root crop field. Just have this one big root crop field over here. I'm hoping that rain stops soon here. We really need to get the other field harvested. Now, as far as next month goes, I don't think anything's going to be ready next month. Maybe the corn, but I doubt it. Which means we're not going to have a whole lot to do next month. So that's why I'm probably not going to drill the field over there, the crop field, the cereal crop field. We probably will wait to drill that in the next episode. Just so we have something to do in the next episode. Now, having said that, we do have this whole grass field right here that we could do something with that we have yet to do anything with. We literally only bought that field for the trees. So we can make the honey way over there. I think I'm just going to plow these carrots up. I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference. So we'll just plow them up. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a tiny little strip. It's only going to be like 6 liters, maybe 7 liters. It's not going to be much. If it was a bigger row, we would absolutely do it, but we'll just plow this one up. Not a big deal. All right, the field's done here. Both of our workers are full, so we've got to go ahead and clear that out as well. So we'll do that here in just a second. Let me go ahead and put this over here for now, temporarily. All right, let's get into this. All the rain's cleaning off all the dirt and every grime on all the tractors and everything. That's a good thing. Helping making them look a little bit better. That guy can continue. We'll unload this, and then we'll go unload that one. I think what we're going to try to do, as long as we have enough in there, we're going to try to turn on the soup where it mixes everything together, where it's parsnip, root, or carrot, excuse me, and red beet. I think we're going to turn that one on and turn the rest of them off. And try to make some of those. I think that's going to give you a little bit more money. Let's find it here. Let me make sure I'm not misspeaking right now. But I'm pretty sure the triple soup will give you more money. Well, I guess I don't know for sure, but we'll turn it on. We'll turn the rest of them off. So we're only going to be making triple soup now. We don't have a whole lot of red beet and parsnip in there, but we've got plenty of carrots. But when we're done harvesting these fields, it should be a little bit better, in theory. Alright, so as always, this worker has issues when it gets around the sheep, which I guess you kind of expect that, right? And I've got something in the way, too, so that doesn't make it any better. Dropped a massive amount of grass all of a sudden. It's like it was thinking I was over in an area where it didn't need to be. It's going to drop it again right there. Yep, there it goes. So this is not going to be the most elegant area of grass here. It's going to look a little messy, but that's alright. Watch out, sheep coming through. You're going to get chopped up. And there's going to be a section over there on the other side of the cow enclosure that it always never mows. So we're going to have to deal with that too. And we do have our slurry trailer in the way as well, so that's going to cause some issues. But we don't have to hit everything, right? We literally do not have to hit all of this grass. We don't need to. Having all this grass is great because it's going to make us a ton more money. We don't really necessarily need more money at this point. But it's nice to have, and it's just going to bump up our numbers whenever the series does finally conclude, as far as how much money we made. We got a lot of stuff to sell, too. A lot. I'm gonna try throwing down a worker again, see what happens there. Let's get the drill out. Probably gonna need more, but we'll see. I'm gonna put we're gonna put red beets in, I think, this time over here. It's 10 o'clock now, so the rain is supposed to be stopping at any minute. It's not done so yet, but it's supposed to be. we'll see how long it takes before we actually the worker is stopped now by my cultivator because it ran into it. You boy. Or maybe it's the trailer behind it, or maybe it's that shed. Who knows? But it's in the way for something, so when we get up here to the end, I'll take over for it and we'll get it fixed. In the meantime, I'm gonna have this worker continue on here on this field. Very dark, gloomy day today. That cow's just sitting down watching me. He's like, what the hell is that guy doing? They've almost got full grain tanks again. Man, I really want this rain to stop. I love rain. I really do. In real life, I love rain. I love working when it rains. I love just watching the rain. But we got things to do today. It doesn't normally rain very much in July either, if I'm honest with you. It's normally a period where it rains less. Now, somebody told me there is a way, and I forget who it is, I apologize, but somebody in the comments told me there is a way to get the worker to pick up all of this off the ground, but you have to put a windrower on the front of the tractor. I don't think I have that downloaded, so I'm going to have to do some research on that, but I'm going to try to attempt to implement that today, if at all possible. For a while, we got out of the groove there of adding anything new. It's just because we had so much to do, and it's not to say we don't have a lot to do today, but in comparison to some of this stuff we had to do recently, we have much less right now. So if we can figure out a way to sort that, I'd be pretty happy. Well, I say pretty happy. What I mean is I'd be really happy, because that would be one less job that I always have to do, right? At current, I always have to do any kind of grass work, or any kind of grass upgrades, with the exception of mowing, because we can, put a worker on that. Quick save here. See if it'll let me back up now. There we go. We'll go put this thing away. Worker's got full grain tanks again, so we need to go get that cleared up. There it is. Now, I suspect when I go drop these off, the other worker is going to be very close, if not full. Because they normally rival each other as far as their completion time. When one's done, the other one typically gets done right after it. We'll leave it right here for now. I just suspect that any second he's going to say, "Fool, we need this rain to stop." Because otherwise all we can do right now is root crop stuff. That's all we got going on. Well, we could chop some trees down, I guess. But I've done so many tree things. Really, we've done so much tree and grass stuff. It's almost not even worth showing that to you guys. I mean, sometimes it's just, there's nothing else you can do about it. Sometimes it has to happen, but ideally, I don't want to show you guys the same thing, or show you all the same things back-to-back in back-to-back episodes. Now, I don't normally do back-to-back episodes of the same series. I normally have a couple days between them, but I think you get what I'm trying to get at here, right? I don't want to be in a situation where I'm doing wood chopping and wood forestry stuff, lumberjack stuff, and then you go to the next series and I'm doing the exact same thing back to back. Like I said, sometimes there's nothing for it. There's nothing you can do. It's just going to happen. But if we can help it at all, I want to do that. I want to split it up. So while we're waiting on the rain to stop here, we'll do some more housekeeping stuff. We've got some more slurry we can drop in here and make some money off of. We probably need to check on the greenhouses. As far as water goes, they should be perfectly fine, but liquid fertilizer, they may need some more. As a matter of fact, let's go do that now. Let's just see if we can figure that out. If one's low, they're all going to be low. Yeah, this one has none. So we definitely need to get some liquid fertilizer going. There are multiple ones have none. Alright, so liquid fertilizer is now moved up to the top of our list. Let's get the rest of the slurry done, and then we'll move that up. Because the slurry's it's just money, man. It's just easy money. Alright, it's not full. I'm just going to leave it here because it's not full. Let's, do I not have another tractor over here? I thought I had another tractor over here. I guess I don't. Huh. Okay, well, I swear I had a tractor over there, but I don't. We'll take the cloths over there. Tank's empty. Looks like we need to refill that one up too. Okay, we'll do that here in a second. Let's get this liquid fertilizer going here because we're gonna need to do that, and then we'll clean up everything else while we're at it. And the rain stopped finally, so we can get everything going now. Let's get to it. All right, we got a good portion underway here. Still a lot to do. The worker's going well over there. He's missing portions as he always does, but we'll touch that up. Not a big deal. One thing we did not do in the last episode that I completely forgot about. I brought it up. I talked about us doing it and then didn't do it. Let's sell the soybeans. So we will be selling those today. The price has dropped a little bit, but it's really not that much. It's not going to make that big of a difference. So we'll be selling those today. I believe I had to step away for a little bit, so I had to reload the game up here, but I believe this one got reset, so I just need to reset the worker. That guy's still going, so we're good there. And there we go, perfect. Okay, good enough. So let's get, this is full, so we need to close or cancel that worker, back this up. And we're just going to sell our soybeans to the agricultural fair. I'm not going to be concerned or worry about taking them all the way up to the main shop at the co-op. It's only like $100 and something difference per 1,000 liters. Not going to worry about it. We're not really hurting for money right now, so I'm not that concerned about a couple $100. All right. So when this is done, we can set the worker going again. You can see the little sections there that they've missed, or that the worker missed, I should say. We'll go around that top of that headland here soon. I didn't really do a headland pass on this one, just because we were working on so many other things. I decided just to let them go, and we can touch it up afterwards. It's not a big deal. There's no concern or harm here with any issues, because it's just a grass field over there. It's not a big deal. So we'll go take what we have here. We'll go take that and drop it into the silo, because canola is not a good time to sell. May turn some of it into canola oil, but for now it'll sit in the silo. And then we'll unload all of the soybeans into here. Well, at least as many of them as we can get into here, and we'll go sell that. This tractor definitely has an issue. I've talked about it many times. It definitely has an issue with gears for some reason early on. Low gears. I don't know why, but it does. I've got to kind of force it to hit certain gears to get it to move when we have stuff in our trailers. I think we're going to have soybeans left over. I think this thing only holds about 50,000, and we have 55,000 soybeans. So it looks like it's actually going to hold about 40, so I was way off on my amount. If we utilize that one over there, it would be one trip, but since we're not doing that, we're going to have to make multiples. Yep, 40,000. So 2 trips for the soybeans, but this should be a good profit. If I would have sold, in hindsight, if I would have sold these in the last episode, we would have had enough for that big, massive wind generator, but we didn't do that. But that's okay. I still like having 4 of them like that. I think that looks pretty good. Probably should put one more down, honestly, just to round it out a little bit. There's a little bit of space to the first one we put down, and then the 3 we put down in the last episode, but not that big of a deal. This should pay us a lot of money right here. You want to talk about a lot of money? We got a lot of money coming in here. We're going to be at 500,000 again. Oh, yeah. $230,852. That's amazing. And we still have a little bit left. So, there's more to come. All right, here's the final load here. It should get us to about 600,000, a little over that, I think. Yep, 611,551 total. That was over our $300,000 harvest for soybeans, man. That's that's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I love it. All right, so this worker has completed, well, what they think they've completed their job. That one's full, so we've got to unload that one. They're missing a bunch of sections down there. We're going to have to touch that up. That I'm not willing to just gloss over. That's a lot of missed crop there. But there is one little spot down here, and since we're driving down here anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. Looks like our canola harvest is full as well. The harvester's full. So we're going to take care of that too. Now, if we stick to the plan of you know, ending this series after the next harvest, we won't need both of these harvesters anymore. We can get rid of one of them. But we'll wait and see what the decision is, if anybody has a opinion on it. If nobody does, then I guess I'll just make the decision at that point of what I want to do. If I'm ready to move on to the next map, if I've got plans and everything all sorted out, which I've kind of in the process of working on a little bit, but nothing too major, just preliminary brainstorming ideas. So if that's, you know, the case, then we'll go from there. And we already have everything set up properly to do it. So unload this, flip over there, start unloading them from that harvester. Start unloading the red beets into here. And we'll flip over to our canola harvest, and we'll make sure we take that taken care of. Just a lot of jumping around right now. A lot to do. Still not a full load there, so we won't worry about that for now. All right. Jump out of that, go jump into the cloths here. These big chunky tires are getting in the way. There we go. Let's get this out of the way. And that we're going to continue on. We will have to, like I said, touch that up right here because there's a good section right here that the worker is not hitting. So we need to make sure we hit that. Flip back over to this. Should be getting close. Yep. 20% left to unload. And we'll take over for the worker and complete this harvest. Let's get it done. All right, well, we're nearly done here. I just decided to go ahead and drop it from the harvester directly into the silo since we were so close. But we're nearly done with this. And, yeah, I'm going to go off camera for a minute. I'm going to see if I can figure out what the mod is that allows a windrower of some sort on the front of a tractor. I know I don't have it downloaded. At least I don't think I do. We can double check it really quick before I do that, but I'm almost positive I don't. Because it looks like a V basically that goes on the front. Nope, we don't. So I need to go see if I can find that and see if it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I should at least try to attempt it. I went around the headland a few times up there, so workers shouldn't, in theory, shouldn't have any more issues now. Let's throw this on a worker. Let me go off camera. Let me see if I can figure out what the heck it is and see if I can get it downloaded and see if it works for us or not. Alright, gang, we're pulling up here. I did find it. I don't know for sure if it's going to work, though. I did not test this at all, so this is a complete and utter guess. It may be useful because we might be able to take two of those. It might be too wide. I don't know for sure. But anyway, we may be able to pull two of the rows together into one, which would save us time, but this is it. So I have it downloaded. It's on the front. We'll see how it works out, and we're going to hope for the best. The harvester is on his last pass, I believe, and I believe that one over there had just finished. So this front windrower costs us about 40,000 and some change. It was like 40, 50, or 4,100, something like that. So it's not cheap by any means, but also it's got potential here for us to be able to put this on a worker. I'm hoping that that's going to be the case, because it will save us so much time moving forward. I want to see if I can unload any of this grass here first before we get started. Because this grass has been sitting in here for a little bit, so we should put it to the sheep if at all possible. Perfect. Okay, so we want this on lowered, and then we want unfold it. We'll see how large this gets. I think with the swather, it's going to be too large. If we had a regular mower, this would be like ideal, I think, but I think it's going to be too... Yeah, the space is too far apart, but that's okay. If it works, I don't really care. It does work with a worker. The worker's doing this right now, gang. Oh my goodness, this is a lifesaver right here. We've got a lot of grass. This is going to save us so much time. But I guess the problem really is it's going to get filled so quickly because, again, we're at a 200 horsepower limit, and this thing can only hold so much. So I kind of want to see what the worker does here. I want to see when he gets to the end, is he just stop, or does he actually flip around like you would when you're mowing? I don't know the answer to that. Alright, moment of truth. What's he gonna do? Where's this she? He. What's he gonna do? Well, we think it's a he. Alright, so he stopped. And he's turning. There are bigger widths of this one right here, but to do so you needed more horsepower than 200. I think the lowest one you would need is 280 horsepower, I want to say is what it was. Look at this. It's going to work, gang. Look at this. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, this is going to be our new favorite thing in most of our series is right here. Being able to utilize this, especially when, you know, we get to a point where we got a lot going on. This is going to save us so much time. Fantastic. But with that, gang, we're going to leave the episode there. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe if you're new. It's free, helps me out a ton. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, or ideas, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. I'm happy to get back to you on those and about anything in general. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts about either continuing this series or moving on to a new series. Either way is fine with me, but there'll just be some changes to this series a little bit if we decide to keep going with it. But nothing major in regard to the actual main goal of this series. That'll still be the same, of 200 horsepower or less. But let me know your thoughts, all that good stuff. And until next time, gang, we'll see each and every single one of you in the next episode. Looks like it's still going, even though it's full. Okay, hold on a second. It is. Alright, so then you have to just basically you have to monitor it a little bit. So I think what you would do is when you figure out that it's done, I mean, it's pushing everything together, I guess. That actually is helpful whenever we come back to it. But whenever you get... Oh, maybe I should have just turned around. This is far, far, far back here. Oh, boy. Okay, hold on. Let's just turn around this way. You just drop the front of it off, right? And then you go and unload it. I think that's what you end up doing. I know this is after my closing statement already, but I think it makes sense for us just to look at it really quick. You probably could get two of them together if you offset it a little bit. It means the first couple of passes you do would be a little less, but once it gets caught up, it would work, I think. So if we unhook it, yep, that's exactly how you do it. You just unhook it there, and then you take it from there. Perfect. All right, I'll get all this done off camera, gang. Again, thank you so very much for watching. At the time of this recording, we are nearing 930 subscribers. It's absolutely unbelievable. Incredible stuff. I really, really appreciate you so much. Until next time, I'll see each and every single one of you in the next episode.